Hi, my friends. Sometimes I'm asked to update on certain cases, certain missing person cases that I've discussed before. Now, as I've said before, it's important to remember I can't do that until I actually receive new information. And it doesn't work the same as if I'm giving someone a regular reading. It's very different. I reach out, I have to wait for the information to come to me. Now, this is for information, educational purposes only. All cases are alleged. Also, trigger warning, sensitive topic. I did receive some new information on Summer Wells. Now, if you are uncomfortable, please stop watching or come back to this later when you think you will be able to watch it. It's been an incredibly long time since I've received anything about Summer Wells. And I do check in. I do ask. I do reach out. About a week ago, I was thinking about her, and I heard someone say she's too high profile now. That was all I got, and I waited. I held on to that, and I waited to see if anything else would come, what was going to be next. So a few days ago, I did get some more information. Now, please remember, sometimes things are literal, and sometimes things can be at least partially symbolic. But how I'm going to tell you about this is how it was shown to me. I saw Summer outside, walking, with her head down. And when I saw it, she just looked broken. She was wearing a lighter colored shirt, I think short sleeves. Her hair was about in here length, and part of it on the top was tied back in a partial ponytail, like some of it was off her face. And she was looking down, and I could see her from about the waist up. Now, her hands were shackled in what I was shown. I'm talking about the solid metal shackles with the chains. It was like that. When this came in, it like often happens with this stuff, it startled me because it came out of nowhere. So I tried to connect, and I looked around, and I was looking through her eyes. I was trying to look around, and she was walking towards this building. It felt very secluded, and whether or not it was like on a private property or private space somewhere, I do feel like there were a whole bunch of people around her, like there were several men, like walking around her, and like she was being escorted. And when I looked up, from what I could see, because everything was really light gray, at the sky and everything was just, it was like it was completely cloudy, but really light gray. And I saw this building that we were walking towards, and I could only see part of it, but it was really large, and it was squared. Like it was the part of it I could see that was like a flat top, and like just looked very much like a box, but there was more to it. There was more to the building off to the right. It was just like this was the part where you went in. Now, as I said, it all felt very private, very secluded. And I'm not entirely sure what the building was, but I will tell you what it reminded me of, what it made me think of. It made me think of something along the lines of a warehouse or a hangar, like a plane hangar. That is all I was shown. I'm hoping that I'll get more information. As I said, I have to wait for it to come to me. But I know some have asked for several times updates on summer wells, and that is what I have received in the last week. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.